'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. 'Cause you fucking love it when I fade. 'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. 'Cause you fucking love it when I fade. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. 'Cause you fucking love it when I fade. 'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. 'Cause you fucking love it when I fade.
Down to the bass and sound, down to the bass and
You don't like the lights, but it's camera time. Said take the picture, but you rolled your eyes. Now I'm mortified and still terrorized. Push me behind to get me from my better side. I wanna push you back, but that's all you want. Wanna rub me up, I'm holding back. Trying to get me framed, throw me in cuffs. Said I attacked you, that's just a false truth. No need to argue, and yeah, I've had enough. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. There's more to me everywhere I try to go alone.
And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round number 10 here at Apollo Racing Club of the Assetto Corsa F1. I'm Adam EV500. Joining me tonight in the commentary booth is our safety car driver this evening. Cricket Sushi is here. Cricket, welcome back. Second time we're having you this season. And we're expecting a good race here this evening here at Barcelona.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, AV, and hi, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Very excited to be back with you here in the booth. Yeah, I'm pumped after seeing Spa and how exciting Spa was, especially with Eric versus Daikora. Coming here to Barcelona, I expect, especially with these 2022 cars and being able to follow close, I expect some great action tonight.
Tonight should be very, very interesting. Talking about the track a little bit, the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. It's a 4.6 kilometer, 2.9 mile circuit in Barcelona, Spain. And it is a great, great track. Well, I wouldn't say great, but it's a great track for, especially for the teams early and preseason testing. It's utilized and then provides some decent racing, and we'll be able to see what these 2022 cars can do here in Apollo Racing Club. Looking at the standings, unfortunately, we don't have a picture for everybody to show. Oh, we're in overtime. Cool. But currently on top of the championship standings is De Joker, or Hernandez, as you'll see on the timing screens tonight, with 135 points. Kieran Fox picking up some points last week, and Spa, and he's up to P2 in the championship with 122 points. William Neron in third with 109, and Decora is in fourth place with 94. Now, interesting side bit about Decora and Eric DeRace's incident last week. Decora was penalized, so he did not claim the race win last week after colliding with Eric in Eau Rouge, and Eric ended up taking the win. But that only put Eric up to 86 points. So Decora and Eric currently in a tight battle for position. Decora's not here this evening, I don't think. No, he is. He is here. I was told he wasn't going to be joining, but apparently I was mistaken. So he is here this evening. I see his car out there in the pit lane. Slem falling down to 6th place with 66. Legs in 7th with 63. Elegance in 8th with 51. Ginger in 9th with 50. Apparently the safety car has had 43 points. That might be Van. Yeah, that must be Van with 43 points. So that's your top 10. We're going to get ready for qualifying here. Anything we should be looking out for tonight, Cricket?
Well, I think the main thing I think is taking turn one, and especially watching out for turn two, the curbs on the inside of turn two on the apex. You know, hitting that, at least in the F1 games of yore, it just will guarantee you spin the car around. And also too, as much as we were just talking about before the stream, turns 14 and 15, that last chicane, carrying as much speed as you can through there really impacts your lap time. So hopefully the drivers can, you know, maximize their apex speed, or hitting the apexes and core exits, and we see some great times.
The server seems to be on a bit. Oh, there we go. I just had an incredibly high ping for some reason. Fun. Well, this will get very interesting. Decora, I think he's the first man out there. I'll keep an eye on the ping here. Seems to be dropping, hopefully. But, yes, it is Decora out there first. He is still in the championship hunt. We're only 56% of the way through this season. So, a lot of work still to be done here. Here at Apollo Racing Club. He can definitely still get up there. But you have to be careful of the likes of the Joker. Or we'll see... Oh.
Yeah, I just saw Decora has been booted from the server.
He's still driving.
He's still moving on track. Interesting.
Interesting. AC things. Interesting.
Absolutely. But speaking of other interesting things, looks like Xavier here is about to start his very first hot lap.
Let's go ahead and ride on board. Of course, I'm apparently experiencing the same problem as I was last week, where my car decides that it just wants to rev up the entire time. But here comes Xavier through turns 1 and 2. Keeping it nice and tight almost. Gets a little bit of understeer coming into 2. Comes through turn 3. Keeps his foot to the floor. Does a nice job now coming into turn 5.
And this is probably one of my favorite corners of the track here. This downhill left carries the car nicely. You hit the exit here on the curbs. Feels great when you really hook it up. And then probably one of the trickiest sections up here with this left, right, and then coming up to this cool sweeping turn where you can carry a ton of speed right before the DRS.
Find out what happened to Decora here in a little bit. And now, just so everybody remembers, this no longer has that hairpin turn. So that makes it very interesting. Now coming into the deadly, awful chicane here.
I think I've only heard one person enjoy it. That was Charles Bertrand.
Well, Charles, you're wrong.
Xavier with a 125. I think it was 0.4 starts off with. Oh, Fox immediately takes the lead at 23.4. And still holding it. Eric Durace just a little bit short. So nice lap by Fox, and we're just gonna see more drivers come over the line here in a moment.
Who's coming across the line? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where everybody's at. It's hard, it's just very awkward with this, with just using relative for right now.
Yep, no worries. I think almost everybody has crossed the line at this point. Oh, Marshcroft's the one who just crossed most recently, 126.9. Followed by John, strong name, I love it, seeing as that's my name as well. And then let's see who else we have here as well. I see Elegance here. He is on an out lap still, but he is coming up to the final chicane, so he's about to start a hot lap right now.
Let's take a look at Froley. Froley right now, he's looking okay. He had a 126.0, so he must be on an in-lap. Brandon Gobes, currently on an... Is he on a hot lap? Yes, he is. No, he is not. So he is letting people by.
I do think, let's see. I think Elegance is on hot lap right now. I'm going to check him out.
Looking at Elegance. Elegance currently putting up a purple Sector 1. A 23.3. So that is going to be a quick Sector 1 to beat here. He gets a DRS wide open as he comes down into turn number 10. where the hairpin used to be.
And he's looking real strong. ACTV just said he was up 2/10 as he was entering that former hairpin corner, turn 10.
Comes into the chicane now. He lost his purple sector 1. Ooh, and he gets a little bit of oversteer coming through the chicane, and now he's coming to the final turn. You can hear that Mercedes AMG safety car revving its engines, and he goes pole with a 123.4. Now let's head to Decora, who's now run off track. He actually had a purple sector 1 with a 23.2, so he was a 10th quicker than Elegance, at least in terms of what the sector 1 times were showing. Xavier now, he's starting a hot lap here. He's currently in P8 with that 156, now 124.6. Eric Gerace going pole now with a 123.225.
Wow, a great lap by Eric. And right before he was crossing the line, I was about to say how the top 3 were less than a 10th apart, but no more thanks to Eric. However, Elegance and Fox still less than actually 11 hundredths of a second separating second and third. So it's all a play for.
Xavier now falling down to P9 here as he is coming around into the third and final sector here at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya.
Yeah, an update on the top runners here. Elegance just messed up on his hot lap, oversteered the car, and pretty much had to abort the lap. Something I'm surprised about is Decora, he's running, but he's still languishing in 14th.
Yeah, that was... He was on a very quick lap, had a purple sector 1, then went off track and ended up having to abort his lap. Here comes Xavier now. Does he improve? Yes, he does. To P7, 123.8. So let's take a look here. Decora is just wrapping up. Well, just wrapped up his outlap, so let's go ahead right on board with the man who could definitely spoil the party today. Maybe steal a pole position. Comes down into this.
Oh, no, there's traffic. Oh, they move out of the way.
Traffic does
Good
move out
man
of the way.
legs.
That was that's an intelligent move. Decora is down on his first sector time as he put up a purple sector 1. When he gets a little bit wide through that very fast right-hander, but keeps it going on track. Does not have an invalid time. He's down in sector 2. Excuse me, not Decora. That he is up on sector 2 at 31.1. Now he's going to come into the chicane. Fox going fastest with a 123.1. Can that be beat by the Ferrari here?
He just, ooh, I wonder if that kept the lap, but he just took that chicane pretty darn well. There you go, P5, 123.6. Nice work, Decora, getting in there.
Well, we know he is quick. He knows he's quicker than that. So we'll keep an eye on him. Hernandez, or the Joker coming across the line now. He's going to be starting a lap here. He is somebody who can also spoil the party and take that pole position.
Oh, he enters one a little compromised, though, right out of the gate. That's going to hurt his lap. Yeah, 2/10 down compared to pole. It's a shame, but still plenty of time to pull out some additional tenths here to potentially take the lead.
He is wanting every bit of that, and he goes a little bit wide. That actually might have invalidated that lap.
Yeah, you could tell he's just laying it all out right now.
Let's see what his sector 2 time is. He's about to come across the timing line now. I think it's right about... Yeah, he's up, 31.1.
Oh, he just broke and then the lap's over. You could tell coming out of 9, he almost went wide on that corner as well into the grass right before the DRS.
Well,
So-
some things have changed at the front. William Neron, who has taken 2 race wins here at Apollo Racing Club this season, has gone up the pole with a 1:22.9. Eric DeRace falls to second with a 1:22.964. 3 thousandths of a second between those two now.
Absolutely fantastic. You love to see it. And also, I want to give a special shout out to William Neron. He is working in the background to improve our broadcast on a custom display and layout that's different from ACTV, all on his own. So shout out to William Neron, him and also guys like Rosefest just making this the ARC really one of the best leagues to be in.
100%, and for sure, we will be rolling out that new layout here on ACF1 broadcast here very shortly. There's a few things that William is working out to make it almost pretty much like this, so we can get all the information we need, because you know how AC works. It's basically just mods that really make this sim work. So we definitely want to make sure that we get proper information relayed to you guys. We have a live timing here, which also really helps us finding out sector times and all that. So let's head to Eric DeRace. He's a man who needs to find 3 thousandths of a second as he starts into turn number 1, does not get a compromised line, does a great job, keeps it tight and neat coming through turns 1 and 2. Now he's coming through turn 3, and you can see he kind of doesn't get full. He doesn't keep the foot to the gas as hard, but he eases into it, which is exactly what you have to do on this track, where you can just understeer off the track. Now he's coming down into turn 5, downhill left-hander. And Eric DeRace in that pink car, that pink BWT car, is something not to mess with here this season. Now he has finally figured out this car. Oh, and he goes wide.
I wonder if I hope he can keep the lap, because everything has been looking absolutely fantastic up to that point. I was just about to say, I know what Eric's been eating for breakfast, because I feel like the Eric of old is back with these type of times and how fast he's been.
Well, he has definitely figured something out in either his routine or the setup or the way it's supposed to drive, because he comes through the chicane, does not mess up, and he gets loose, and into the pit lane he goes.
Yeah, he'll just be like, yeah, I meant to do that. Wow, what a shame. What a shame, because I think he had a couple purple sector, looked like a couple purple blocks indicating fastest overall. So yeah, he's already back out on track, so he's going to want to get another one in for this session's over.
Brandon Gomes about to come. He's coming through the chicane now, and he is going to be looking to start his hot lap here. He's sitting with a 1:23.9. So he definitely has some time that he wants to make up to increase his standings here. And here he goes when we're riding on board with him. He's currently 9th place, so he is looking to improve. So he comes through turn 1, whips it in there. It's not nice and smooth like we see the guys up at the top do, but here we go. Less than 4 minutes to go here, so people are going to start getting out their last couple of laps here. Because you got to remember, you're not just doing a single lap for a time, you're doing 2 laps basically, for a hot lap, for an out lap and a hot lap. So Brandon Gomes keeps the car nice and neat through turn 5. So comes into turn 6, got to get the car slowed down, does a nice job, gets the tire over the curb, and now he's flying down into turn 8. This is where you can lose so much time, but he keeps it going through turn 9. And into turn 10, does a nice job keeping it nice and neat, gets a little bit of understeer coming through turn number 10, but keeps the car straight.
Ooh, I think he turned in a little too early right there, but that's okay. Still maintaining good momentum as he comes to the dreaded chicane. Is he going to exit good?
And this chicane will make or break your qualifying lap. Brandon Gomes comes to the final turn. Turn 16, he gets the DRS and crosses the line. Does not improve on his time. And he'll remain in P9. So let's see who else is out there that's on a lap. Decora is. He's actually a purple sector 1, and he goes P3 with a 1:23.0. Fox now, he is on a hot lap.
Yeah, and
down.
again,
Go ahead.
I was sorry, you just say again, top 3, 1/10, top 4, 1.5 tenths.
Now looking at this, the top 3 right now. Second, so William Neron with that 122.9. Eric DeRace is behind him by 0.003 of a second, as we see the car of Fox head back into the pits. Now let's head to Eric DeRace. He needs to find 0.003 of a second to take pole position. Decora is behind by only 0.005 of a second. 0.005 of a second. And Eric DeRace finds that 0.003 and a little bit more and goes with a 122.8.
Very spicy as we get to the end of qualifying. And I know we've been focusing on the front runners, but also too, P6, 7th, 8th, 9th, all by a 10th. So it's really our top 4, and then the middle of the midfield also locked in a real tight battle as well. William
Neron also wants to take pole position. I'm watching him right now because he's 69 hundredths off of Eric DeRace's pace, so he has to find it somewhere, and it could be right here in the chicane. That's where Eric DeRace was able to find that time, was in the last few corners of the final sector. Now here comes William Neron coming through turn 16 now. He is absolutely on something here tonight. He gets the DRS open, does not improve time.
I think he's starting the hot lap, according to my timing here. So let's see how he takes turn 1. Just come out.
A purple sector gives him pole position. I mean, that's how close we're getting. It's to the milliseconds at this point for pole position.
Yeah, and he's up right now. So he's got the difference right now in sector 1, 75 hundredths of a second. Interesting exit coming out of that corner there as we get up to the crucial DRS zone. So will he take it wide, or is he gonna hit it right in the green part, which is where you want? Yep, perfect.
Doesn't get too wide, keeps all 4 tires on the pavement.
Up by 8 1/1000ths.
Oh, he needs to find something here in this last sector. And he is absolutely pushing hard here. You can just tell just by the way he's driving. He's putting everything into this car as he can. He's going to come into that chicane. Again, make or break here. Doesn't even get over the death curbs. Does a nice job. He comes around turn 16. He's going to have to find the time. Does he take it? No! Now we'll end his qualifying. Decora ends up in P3. Fox, can he spoil the party here? He's coming through turn 16 now. And he comes across the line. Where does he go? He goes P2 with a 122.8. That puts William near. Go ahead.
I'll say 5 1/1000ths of a second behind Eric DeRace.
Woo! Elegance now. He's he's one of the last 2 guys left out on track here. And he's going to have to give it everything he has if he wants a chance into the top 3. He's currently down on his time. And he gets over the curb. And commentator's curse.
Sorry about the elegance. You'll have to forgive us for that one.
And Eric DeRace ends his lap here as he goes off track. But there's the man on pole position, Eric DeRace. What a lap time. What a qualifying, guys. I mean, this was an intense qualifying session. 122 for Eric DeRace. That's a 122.892. Kieran Fox, a 122.897. William Neron, a 122.961. So that just shows you the competitiveness of our grid here this evening. So now it is time for the race. 33 laps on the board, and we have the safety car ready to go in case we are in need of it. Hopefully we don't need it tonight. That'd be, if we can get a nice clean race from start to finish, I think we're going to see some amazing action here between our top five. I mean, our top five is very close to each other. I mean, Decora was only a tenth off of the qualifying pace. So really, the top four really are going to be close and tight knit together. Now, of course, we don't want to see safety cars, but of course, cricket will be called upon if we need to. And our rules are basically same as F1, except lap cars don't get to unlap themselves here at Apollo Racing Club. Okay, we're not pulling the Michael Massey here at Apollo Racing Club. And of course, we want to take this time to shout out an event coming up here very soon. We are going to be having a 2.4 hours of Suzuka on ACC coming up in June. And that is something I don't think anybody wants to miss here. Let me grab the details of that so we can talk about it a little bit more, since we got a little bit of time. The 2.0 hours of Suzuka charity event coming on the 11th of June. So make sure to join us then. We would love to see everybody there.
Yeah, absolutely. I might check that out myself. Suzuka's a wonderful track, and it's an easy track to lose a lot of time in. So definitely be looking and checking out.
And of course, if you are wanting to join us here on Discord, go to discord.gg/Apollo Racing Club. That is us here for our Discord. And of course, follow us here on Twitch and on our YouTube to catch up with all the action that has happened here at Apollo Racing Club. Well, you can hear my car revving in the background. It is time to go racing. 6 lights will come on here at the Circuit de Barcelona. And 6 lights will go out, and we are racing here once again. Eric de Race, he's going to try and get a good away, but he doesn't. No, he is falling back positions. Something has happened. Fox is taking the lead. Decora up in the P2. William Neron, and now they're going to come through turn number 1. Decora was able to get a great start there. Elegance, he's fighting with Joker now, and Joker goes wide, and now he's falling back positions. Brandon Gopes, he's going to try and capitalize on this and try and chase this Red Bull down. Hernandez doing some blocking action as they come to turn number 3 and into turn number 4. Now you're seeing Eric de Race. He's going to have to fight back. Something has happened to him. He has gone off track, and now he's fallen down to P14. Our pole man no longer on pole position, but Decora has taken the lead of the race before the first lap has even ended.
Wow, and everybody looked like there was no contact, just mistakes. Eric de Race, no idea what happened, but what a shame. I know he's going to be cursing at himself. Hopefully he can turn around and get going.
Elegance now, he's up in the P3. Xavier up in the P4. Legs in the P5. Hernandez staying in P6. So much action has happened here so far. Something has happened to Eric de Race. He is just not there. He did not get the cleanest start. Some wheel spin.
He makes contact with Marshcroft. He spins him.
Marshcroft is able to keep going. Singh able to keep it going as well. Yardmeet and Warner, a new face to the Apollo Racing Club, as well, keeping this going here. So when we come to the end of this first lap, Decora is your race leader. Fox in P2, Elegance in P3.
Yeah, battles happening all over the track here. The action is just awesome. Well, Neron and John going at it too in the turn 1. Oh, and then touch.
William Neron falling back several positions, though, down to up into P9 now after falling back several positions there on the start.
Yeah. It looks like we have a tight battle here for Elegance, Legs, and Xavier here for P3. I mean, oh my goodness, it's just a long train here with the midfield.
Hernandez finally getting by Xavier now for P5, so Joker is up into the top 5. Nick Cameron, he's also eyeing Xavier. Can he get himself into the top 5 here this evening?
Wow, I couldn't even imagine if the real F1 had this much action in Barcelona. It'd be gangbusters. But yeah, this has just been fantastic racing, and everybody, I think, has been doing a great job keeping it clean.
So far, so clean. And now we're seeing the battle for the lead. Only 0.7 of a second between each other. Brandon Warner picking up a 3-second time penalty for an illegal DRS. Yes, we do have a penalty for that. If you're not within that 1 second and DRS is not active, and you use the DRS, you're going to get penalized for it. So don't want to pick up too many of those penalties here in this race. It could really cost you. Now Brandon Gobes, William Neron having a bit of a battle here as they come through turn number 1. Brandon Gobes trying to keep his P8 position, trying to chase down Xavier, but William Neron has other plans for that as we hit lap number 3 here of 33. So 31 laps to go here at Barcelona. You can see that gap somewhat growing between Xavier and Brandon Gobes, and William Neron almost looking down the inside as they come into turn number 5.
And also a little further up the field, Hernandez, or I believe that is Joker, great pass on legs coming out of 1 into 2.
Very nice indeed. So he moves himself into P4. The pit strategy here for this race, well, just the tire strats for everybody to kind of know. Soft tires will last 6 to 8 laps. Medium tires will last 13 to 15 laps, but are 8/10 slower than the softs. And the hard tires, 19 to 21 laps, and will lose you 1.4 seconds compared to soft tires. Estimated pit stop time loss is 24 seconds. Now, Eric DeRace able to capitalize on a mistake from William Neron and moves himself up into P9. Now he's going to have to chase down Brandon Gobes, but you saw some bouncing on that car. He did get over the curbs.
Yeah, now with DRS open, I think this race is going to get real spicy. Yeah, Fox just took Dicora for the lead.
So Fox using that DRS to his advantage and getting close enough to make a move. And now Fox, the leader of this race, Dicora, though, he's going to be chasing down. He's on the hard tires. A lot of these guys opting for the hard tires. Let's see here. What do we see here? Hards for Fox and Dicora. Elegance on the mediums. Joker on the hards. Legs on the mediums. Camera on the mediums. Xavier on the soft tires. DeRace, Gobes, Neron, Froley, all on medium tires. Same with John and Marshcroft. Froley, is on the hard tire. Singh on the hard, and Yardmeet and Warner also on medium tires. Now
Yeah, I was just saying, interesting move by Xavier going on the soft tire. I wonder what his thinking was. Oh, when he spins, speaking of that, I think he overheated the tire going into turn 10.
So those tires are basically at their peak, and now they're going to start really degrading for him. Because, again, only 6 to 8 laps you can get out of these tires. So you're not even going to be a third through this race before you have to pit.
Like Corey here getting DRS on Fox going into turn 1, about half a second down. I don't think he's going to go for it, though. Yeah.
No, he's probably the right move. Kind of hang back a little bit. Allow Fox to wear out his tires a little bit more. And also and I've heard that there's a little bit of discrepancy in the fuel gauge between what Settle Corsa tells you for fuel and what Sidekick is telling you. Some guys are getting some ratings that is a lap less than what ACC. Oh, and who spun there in the back? Was that Nick Cameron? Oh no, it's Legs.
Ooh, yeah, looks like a bad shot, but he stopped the car. Oh no, he just rammed into the wall again. Poor Legs, his days go from bad to worse.
And he's going down to 12th place when he gets back going. He is going to have some front wing damage that when he pits, he will repair, hopefully. Now he just got to get the momentum back here. Elegance, yeah. He's creeping behind. He's only a second now off of Dicora.
Yeah, I wonder if after trying to battle Fox and Dicora battling, if their energy was spent, so they're kind of recharging, and Elegance might have just been waiting in the wings, just being patient. And now he's in DRS. So here we go.
Is he? He is. So he is now going to be somewhat closer to this battle. Eric DeRace, after a horrendous start to his race, was able to catch up now, and he's up into P5. So he is definitely looking to make up some positions. Ooh, and now a battle side by side. Xavier and Brandon Gobes as they come through turn number 1. Xavier getting the better of that battle.
And William Neron just observing very closely from the back of Van or Brandon Gobes. So, yeah, great action. Love it, guys.
Now side by side for William Neron and Brandon Gobes, and around the outside, William Neron
Wow.
goes.
Oh my goodness, what a pass by William Neron.
That'll put William Neron up in the 8th and Brandon Gobes into 9th. William Neron is somebody who could definitely drive all the way from the back and win this race. He is somebody who is a talented driver and just has not had many days to shine, but he did win 2 races back to back. Now everybody getting that DRS. Now here comes William Neron around the outside. He's side by side with Xavier as they come through turn number 10 and into 11. And this is going to get spicy. William Neron's going to have the preferred line now. He's on the inside, and he finally gets the move almost completed as they come into the chicane, and he gets it done with 28 laps to go, 27 when they cross the line. So now William...
I was going to say, we have a big DRS train of first, second, and third going into turn 1. It looked like Elegance had closed up enough to Daikora to get within a striking distance, maybe making the move on overtake, but not the case. However, I think by the end of the next lap, we're for sure somebody's going to make a move.
It is so close and so tight now. I mean, this is going to end in fireworks at some point. But look at the top 3. Less than a second by each other. Well, about a second apart. And it keeps shrinking. It goes from about 7/10 to a second. These guys are just getting so close. But they don't want to waste their tires. I mean, those medium tires on Elegance are going to become a problem here in about 10 laps. So if he stays out and hangs with Daikora and Fox, I mean, he's going to run into some major issues as we now see our first DNF of this race. Warner saying that's enough from him, and he is going to go ahead and head on out of here. So he is the first DNF of this race, and now we're down to 15 drivers. Ooh, what happened to Daikora? Daikora falling back 2 positions. He's now down to 4th. Joker able to make the move happen as well. Elegance moving up into P2. And now it gives him free reign to try and get to Fox.
Yeah, and Eric Durace is all over Daikora. He's going to have DRS coming into turn 1.
As you can see, the DRS wide open as we ride on board here as they come into turn number 1. And oh, we've had a crash. A huge crash. Oh, and a bump into turn 1. I don't think Daikora realized he was there. And now he spins, and that's going to... Oh!
I think that's a safety car. Oh.
Nope. No safety car needed.
Yeah, he teleported right back to pits.
He decided his day is done. So Daikora, who was leading this race for a little bit, got a great start now DNFing here at Apollo Racing Club ACF1. And now that gap has turned significant as Elegance. He's still about just right over a second, not within that DRS range just yet.
No, he's not. But, like you were mentioning earlier, he is on the medium tire. So at this point, I mean, if you're Fox, you have this race in hand. It's in control. He's on the harder compound. He's holding good pace. I think Elegance is really, he needs to push now. Like, he's got to try and make this happen because Fox is just going to hang out, barring a safety car.
And here they come through the front straight. Trying to keep things together here. But Fox, can he claim his first win of the season?
I'm surprised he hasn't won yet. It's interesting you bring that up. Him and Eric Durace as well. Constant winners here at ACF1 and at ARC in general. So, it'll be good to see Fox on the top step if he can just keep this race under control, which right now this is his to lose.
The gap between Elegance and Fox still about 1.1, 1.2 seconds. But look at the speed that Elegance is able to get with those tires as they come through turn 9.
Yeah, but I think where Fox is gonna put the time on him is, believe it or not, I think coming out of the chicane here. I think it's that low speed traction, trying to feather the throttle so you don't oversteer on worn mediums that you got to really dance with it compared to a set of hards that are still going strong.
Ooh, that gap getting closer. I don't think it's going to be enough, though, for Elegance to pick up that DRS. He was within that second, but wasn't there at the timing line. Eric DeRace, he's hiding in the background.
Yeah, he was almost a second a lap faster than Joker, so I think Eric's going to be looking to pick him off for the last podium spot soon.
William Neron up in the P5 now. Brandon Gobes moves up into P6. So some guys have moved around the board. Let's check that progress real quick. If I can get that up here. There we go. So, William Neron currently down 2 positions off the start. Currently the biggest gainer is going to be John with going up to 9th. He's up 4 positions. But Eric DeRace, he really lost out there on the start, and now he's starting to really pick it up here, and he is chasing down the Joker, or Hernandez for our standing sake, or excuse me, our timing sakes. You gotta wonder here. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Your thought.
Elegance. He's picking up the pace now.
Just about to say the same thing. He had DRS going into 10, going through the chicane here. He is pulling it a little closer. He's absolutely going to have it coming out here in the 1.
Does he get it in time? He does. So that's going to help him a lot, honestly, down this front straight, this very long front straight as they come into turn 1. Hits that braking zone, but he doesn't gain a ton of time. And now William Neron into the pits.
All right. And also, while we were talking, Eric DeRace had DRS on Joker, so 4/10 now separates them.
Looking over at William Neron as he takes his pit stop, moves on to the hard tires. So he thinks he can get some work done on those.
I wonder if he's going to one-stop it and try to just go to the end on the hard. I think he could do it, if he doesn't just burn them up with a mistake or something early on.
If there's anybody who could do the hard tires and take him to the end on a one-stop, it's going to be him. But it's going to be a tall order here as Elegance still closing that gap for the lead. Now Eric DeRace through 4/10 back. He has the DRS wide open as they come into turn number 10. But Joker cuts the door, cuts that open down, closes the door.
I would say slammed it shut. My goodness. I thought Eric had fully committed. I was surprised it didn't even no blood on anybody's hands. But coming through the chicane now, and Eric, yeah, he is. Boy. Well, never mind. I was about to say, looked like he had it all in hand, but Hernandez, great exit. 2/10 quicker on that lap as well. So nice work. Maybe Eric's starting to use up those memes a little bit more, just trying to close down Joker.
Well, Eric will pit at some point in time. We'll have to find out exactly what happened to Eric on the start there, because that was incredible. What happened to him, and now he's been able to make up those positions. So
yeah, Eric, it's kind of what I was mentioning earlier. He goes wide. He makes another mistake. He's in the gravel. Oh my goodness, what happened there? It's like I wonder if he was just maybe not like looking at his gauges or looking at one of his apps and just missed the corner. It's just what a weird place to go off for him. So yeah, now Joker, 4 seconds, just gets. What a gift. I'm sure Joker's just counting his lucky stars and thanking the racing gods right now.
William Neron now getting overtaken by Xavier, and he's losing time fast. Those hard tires are not quite turned on yet here at Barcelona. And you gotta wonder exactly what he's thinking now. because he's got to make overtakes. Uh, and he is quick. He is closing that gap. Gets the DRS wide open, but I don't think it's going to be enough yet just to make a move. And you can kind of see the bumps. I was hearing some drivers say that this version of Barcelona is very bumpy. So they are kind of, making their own porpoising effect, if you will. Some guys in VR probably bouncing up and down as well. But no, lap 13 of 33. Now we are hitting that 20 laps to go when they cross the line next time by.
Yeah, and the driver, I'm wondering what they're going to do. All of them is Elegance. He's on the mediums, 13 laps in, and so Fox has put about 2.5 seconds, almost 3 now on him. Joker's starting to reel him in just a little bit, 2 seconds to 2.3, but at some point, you got. Oh wow, he just pulled in a second right there. I think. Oh, he just oversteered too in the chicane. I think if you're Elegance, you got pit, and he does.
Yeah, I think he lost so much time there. An undercut is going to be a tall order to try now. Hernandez can definitely do the undercut with how close he got there right before the pit stop. Now, legs here, and John having a scrap for P8.
I must say, I do love Legs' 90s jazz livery, so fair play to him. And yeah, he gets oh, and look at that, John Pitts. Oh, and so does Legs. Oh, he does a Vettel. He overtook him in the pit entry. Oh my goodness.
And he picks up 5 seconds for speeding on top of it. Brandon Goeb's coming out of the pits. He's on soft tires, so he's definitely on a 2-stop strategy here. So he's thinking, hey, I can gain some time on the softs here. And William Neron's going to be right on his tail. So Goeb's able to stay out in front, and he's going to try and get this 2-stop strategy to work for him.
Yeah, fascinating. And also, too, of course, benefits of being on a soft tire. It's going to heat up quickly. So, if you're Van, if you're Goebs, you have to make hay while the sun's shining. And, yeah, the quicker he can get around these guys, some clean air, and just start driving his laps, the happier he's going to be.
Well, those soft tires are going to warm up and turn on a lot quicker than the hards had for William Neron. If William Neron cannot make it to the end on those hard tires, I wouldn't be surprised to see him pit at some point, probably around lap 25, 26, to go on those soft tires. And now Brendan Goeb's around the outside of Xavier as they come into turn 10.
Oh my goodness. Great attempt. Unfortunately, he didn't stick it, but definitely exciting to watch here in the booth. So good stuff, Van. Let's see if he can maybe stick the pass on turn 1 next lap.
Now Elegance getting by Eric DeRace. Eric DeRace coming out of the pits, so he gets the job done on Eric, but he has a tall order here. He is 26 seconds behind Hernandez. Hernandez just he has a couple seconds to go to mess with here against Elegance, but if that gap gets any closer, Elegance can definitely pull off the pass before Hernandez can get out of the pits and cancel out the undercut.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're Elegance, you have to drive fast, and you have to drive fast right now. And while we were talking about Elegance and whatnot, William Neron passed Van on the soft tire in turn 1. So I think Van must be kicking himself right now, because he should be holding all the cards in his hand. And unfortunately, William Neron just seems to trust the brakes just a little bit more.
Well, it looks like Brandon Goeb's lost some time to Xavier too, so definitely something he's not going to be happy about. But Froley up into the top 5 now on those hard tires, but has a gap of 7 seconds behind him. Xavier on the used mediums. Eric DeRace staying out of he's already pitted. Elegance now. He's going to put in some fast lap times. That gap between Hernandez and Elegance slowly dropping. 25.3 seconds now.
Yeah, I wonder now if you're Fox, if you're Joker, do you even know what Elegance is up to? Are you even paying attention to that? I know something I think about and I forget about when I race is where are my opponents doing once the pits come around. I kind of get wrapped up in just keeping the car on the track. Sometimes I forget, and I think it's gonna be something these drivers can't lose sight of. Is now Elegance is pushing like crazy, and he is absolutely pulling down Fox and Joker. He is closing them down for sure. So I think the sooner they pit would be the better for their strategies.
Brandon Gobes currently trying his best to get around William Neron. Look how close he is. 0.2 of a second off that back bumper.
Yeah, Van pushing like crazy. Here he is with the DRS again at 10. Is he gonna send it? Yeah, I don't think that'd been the right time to do it. But nice exit coming out of 10. I think I think the challenge here is he just needs to be as close as he possibly can to William Neron coming out of that chicane, and then he can easily get the pass done in the one because he'll have the softer tire for the braking. But it's just there you go. That's a good exit.
And now both of them really close to Xavier now.
Yeah, and it looks like William Neron's gonna get by Xavier before the corner. Oh my goodness.
The amount of speed with that DRS, but also Xavier on those worn tires.
Yeah, William Neron making a statement, driving really well this race. I mean, he's had that amazing pass. He's probably one-stopping it, and his pace is looking real solid. So great work by him. I'm sure he's really happy with his performance right now.
Well, he's had to make up several positions from the start, and now he's getting back up there. Now Brandon Gobes right on the tail of Xavier. Brandon Gobes on the soft, Xavier on the mediums. As they come through the downhill portion here. And Brandon Gobes is just going to have to find something. He is going to have DRS, so can he get the job done coming into turn 10? He's going to have to do something here. Xavier taking the inside line, Brandon Gobes on the outside. They don't go side by side, but they're keeping it close. Now looking at the gap. Oh, it looks like Singh is also pitting for some tires. He goes on the fresh mediums. Elegance trying to close that gap. Eric DeRace, fastest lap of the race, a 125.8.
Yeah, while Xavier and Van here, or Gobes, are battling, William Neron's just skipping off into the distance. He's well out of DRS range right now between these two guys. There goes Van. He's gonna go for it here. So he's got the slipstream on the outside on turn 1.
And he gets the move done.
Yeah, well done, Van. Just late, pulled a Danny Rick, just braked a little bit later and got the job done. So nice work by him. And now he can head down and focus to get William Neron.
Eric DeRace currently in P4. He's 4.5 seconds behind Elegance. So the leaders are starting to separate themselves away from the rest of the pack at this point. But William Neron now 3/10 behind Froley for that P5. He is driving with everything he has here. Now he's getting onto the rear bumper. He's going to make a move at some point. He has now made those overtakes, like I said, he needed to make at the beginning. Ooh, and Brandon Gobes almost picking up a time penalty. And that DRS open, luckily closed it just in time before getting penalized. William Neron gets the move done. And now he moves himself into P5. Brandon Gobes is chasing, though, Froley. Because look at how much time he was able to gain through these last couple of corners as they come into the chicane. Only 0.5 of a second away from Froley.
Yeah, nice move by William Neron on the outside 10. Good stuff. And now Brandon Gobes here. Real nice exit coming out of the last corner. He's got DRS wide open. He's absolutely going to get this McLaren here of Froley. Yep.
Gets it done. Nicely done.
Yeah, well done. Well done, Mr. Gobes. Now, I just can't wait for him to catch up to William Neron. Like, both these guys have been driving really well, so definitely want to see those two battle it out some more.
Xavier pits. He is going to move to a different tire set. Looks like he's going to go to the soft tires.
All right, love it. Love seeing these guys get aggressive off tires. Oh,
Hernandez
and we have
into the
Joker in
pits.
the pits. Yep.
Yes, Joker into the pits. So now the game is on. Can Elegance get this done and pass Joker while he's in the pit lane? He's still driving to his pit stall. He's now stopping. So it looks like Elegance, he's now coming through the final turn. It's not going to be enough. Hernandez is going to lose out on his position here. Actually, it's going to be extremely close. And he gets it done, actually. Yes, he does. And Eric DeRace, can he get the undercut done? They're going to be side by side as they come into turn number one. No, Eric DeRace pulling out this slight lead. And Hernandez falls 2 positions.
It looks like Hernandez here got on the medium tires instead of the soft. So, this isn't a really bad idea at all. He's going to have lower fuel. We're later in the race. I think this is a good call with the medium tire. I think he can probably take this to the end.
Yeah, he will probably take that to the end. I mean, the medium tires minimum time is going to be 13 laps. The maximum amount of time is about 15. So, by calculations, that's a very good call because Elegance at some point, I don't think he's going to make it to the end of this race with 13 to go here.
And Fox is in the pits right now, by the way.
It's going to be close. Can Elegance take another position here?
So Elegance entering the chicane right now as Fox is still he's finally stationary, and Elegance is starting to come out of the final corner right now. Oh, this is going to be so close.
It's going to be extremely close.
I think he's got it.
Does Fox keep the lead? Oh, they're going to go side by side. Nope. No, they are not. Eric DeRace going to get behind Fox, though. Elegance is your new race leader. He gets the undercut done onto Fox.
Wow. But Fox on the medium tire, crucially. So I think if Fox could just survive until about turn 10 with Eric, I think the tire's going to be decently warm and he'll be okay to defend against him.
Eric DeRace following behind Fox now. Fox was able to get in front of Eric as we approach.
I was going to say, while this is all going on, Joker now rolling up to the scene. I think he wants to play some too on those softs. Or I'm sorry, he's on the mediums as well. So this is going to get really interesting in the next couple of laps.
Well, Elegance is going to have to push for his life here if he wants to win this race. He is gaining a gap here. Fox holding up everybody behind him up. As Brandon Gobes, he makes his second pit stop here, loses out on a couple positions, but he's on to the medium tires.
Yeah, it's a shame he got caught up with that battle with William Miron. I don't think he was able to make as much progress as he wanted. But, a big spin. Who was that? Marshcroft. How? Nobody got impacted. That's amazing. What luck. Our top 3 unscathed. And oh my gosh, our top 4, they're all going to have DRS coming into turn 1. Oh my goodness.
Here we go, Fox. He's gonna be the first man to crack a move. Eric DeRace was thinking about splitting the difference, but it's not gonna happen. Fox takes the lead of the race.
Oh my goodness. Awesome racing, guys. Super clean, respectful. Just great action. And of course, Joker just sitting in the background. He's just like, go ahead, you just fight this out, guys. I'll just be hanging here when the mistake happens.
Kicking his feet up, drinking a glass of water, enjoying this race. No, he's probably sweating. He is probably sweating right now. I mean, all these guys are really sweating now. Fox, though, he has been able to gain a gap of about a second since he's made the move. Now, Eric DeRace going side by side with Elegance, and he makes the move around the outside, and he gets the job done.
With DRS, oh my goodness, Eric.
Elegance looking around the outside. He's leaving the inside open for Joker to make his move, and he gets the move done. And now Elegance, he spins off. Oh, no.
Elegance, no.
Elegance has had the string of bad luck against him. When he's looking so good in races, he just makes the slightest mistake, and he falls down, and now he's going to have a 9-second mountain to gain. Kieran Fox picking up the fastest lap, a 1:25.2.
Yeah, that battle really helped out Fox, put some space in front of Eric, and now I know Fox is probably wanting Eric and Joker to just do the tango all night long. I feel for Elegance. His pace was on point, and he just I know if I was in his position, losing 2 positions out of 10, I too would be flustered, and I think that's what happened here. I think he got a little flustered. That's what led to the mistake.
It's hard to keep your cool when you got 3 other very fast guys around you. It's very difficult. Xavier on the soft tires, chasing down Brandon Gobes now.
Yeah, Xavier here on a soft tire. Oh, he slides the car. Oh my goodness. So Brandon Gobes gets away now. He's well out of DRS. I just put a second and a half between them. That's unfortunate. But, again, running that soft tire, you run that risk. You have to be inch perfect. One mistake and you kind of sack the whole purpose of going on the soft tire.
Hernandez now. He has the DRS. He's gonna make Eric DeRace really defend for his position here as they come into turn 1. He's not gonna make the move just yet. Just gonna hold back and just wait.
Yeah, they're on really similar lap times too. I think it was 5/100ths of a second. And the difference between time between Eric and Joker here. So it's really anybody's game for that second step on the podium. It's who's gonna not bend to the pressure. I do see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say I do see here Van or Gobes pushing on legs here with the medium tire. He's got DRS going into turn 1, and will absolutely make an attempt here. I'd be very surprised if he did. And I am gonna stay surprised because he does not make an attempt here. I thought for sure out of the exit he had it, but following close and still, I think has an opportunity to make an overtake. I think he's just on the better tire right now, and it's showing. He's all over him.
He is, as we ride on board here with Brandon Gobes. You can just see legs. He is trying so hard to stay out in front of his rival of Brandon Gobes. Brandon Gobes takes a tighter line coming through turn 5, and into turn 6 we go. Turn 7 into 8. And Van, he's going to have the DRS as they come down through this, pretty much what's considered the back straight. And in the turn 10 and legs, he goes a little bit wide. That's going to open up the door for Brandon Gobes, but Brandon Gobes has to make an evasive maneuver.
Yeah, I think he panicked there just a little bit. And I get it, right? You've worked your butt off here. You're near the end of the race. Let's keep the car together. And I think that was smart by Van just to bail. He's going to have another shot here coming out of, I think it's turn 15 at the last corner here.
Look how close he is now as they come through the final turn. Legs, he doesn't have DRS. Van with DRS. He's going to have it here, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get the move done as they fall into turn 1. No, it is not. He is staying just a little bit too far back to make that happen here. But now Xavier has closed the gap again.
Yeah, he has. And he had DRS going into 1 as well. So now he is right in the conversation. This is not what Van wanted. Yeah, he's going to have the softs as well. As long as Xavier doesn't make a mistake, I think Van's in big trouble. And of course, the person who's going to win the most out of this is Legs, because now he can potentially skip away while Van and Xavier battle it out. And also, too, I see Joker and Joker and Duras battling right now.
Oh, and Hernandez bouncing over the curbs. Eric DeRace really putting the pressure on here as he's trying to make a move around the outside. Hernandez gets the move done.
But Eric coming back.
Oh! And
What
he
happened?
just slams him. Yeah, that was definite contact. He just slammed him. He Michael Schumachered him.
Oh, wow. And yeah, he spins there. He's wrong shot. I might have to...
Woo! Gotta be careful there. Elegance was coming through. And Elegance moves up into the podium.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Elegance. Oh! What was... What was that? Yard meet hitting Joker. Okay, we gotta call a safety car now. This is
Nope,
getting crazy.
we're okay. We're okay. Everybody's moving again.
Okay, all right.
Everybody's moving again. It's just very unfortunate for Hernandez as he now has to really push if he wants to get back into the podium. It might not be enough time with 8 laps remaining. He has to pretty much put on pretty much 1.5 seconds per lap.
Eric Durst just spins in the chicane, so now Fox 10 seconds up, and Elegance is gonna just gain a ton of time. Eric with a 132 on that lap. What is going on? It's just like Eric went from like the Terminator, just with inch perfection, to just the races starting to come unwound for him.
Well, Xavier was able to get the move done on the Brandon Gobes. And Brandon Gobes, he's fighting back. Those soft tires, I don't think are going to last too long. Ooh! And some contact. Xavier, he locks himself up and allows Brandon Gobes to go through.
And surprisingly, Joker does not pit. Joker stays out, so I guess he must have not made significant enough contact with Eric to feel that was necessary to pit. But now that with all this happening, William Neron 2 seconds away from Joker, and if he does have any sort of light arrow damage, that's just only going to help him reel him in on these closing laps.
William Neron closing in here.
Yeah, we haven't really been capturing much of him tonight, but Yardme unfortunately with another, I think, unfortunate error there that kind of put him off track. And Yardme's had a couple of good races where I feel like where he's been battling, making some moves, but tonight's just not one of his nights, unfortunately.
Eric DeRace now 11 seconds back of Fox. Elegance 10 seconds back of Fox. So about 21 seconds from first to third. Hernandez, he's going to try and close this gap, but it's not closing at all. It's actually getting bigger as this race goes on. An unfortunate turn of events here as he was battling for second place with Eric and just got the bad end of the stick there.
Yeah, we do have a battle right now, though, between Gobes and Legs coming into one. Van is all over the rear of Legs. Yeah, he's going for it, so he's just put the car on the inside. Going into one. Outbreaks him, gets it done. Nice job by Van.
Ooh, and Legs
closes the door where he has to, close the door where Legs had to let up just a little bit in the one. And, now half a second up. And now, too, Legs starting to come under threat here from Xavier as well. Xavier with the DRS, he's going to have it going into 10.
Legs now being chased down there by Xavier as they fall in the turn 10. We're going to have 4 laps to go 5 laps to go, excuse me.
Oh, and Xavier again loses the car. I think he lost it there earlier too, out of 10 into 11. So, yeah, unfortunate for him. It's like he starts to build that momentum and he just kind of has like a little error here that just takes all the effort out. And now a back marker is starting to get closer to him, but yeah, he's got to have to really work now to get caught up to Legs. Also, too, looks like oh, never mind. I was about to say that Elegance had caught Eric, but that is not accurate. That was a back marker getting close to Elegance. Pardon my mistake there.
Well, everybody's kind of spaced themselves out here. 4 laps to go. Fox with a commanding lead here at Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya.
Yeah, and this now it's kind of starting to settle down, and this is typically what you'd expect when you see at Barcelona. But I feel like we've had a lot of exciting racing tonight. I mean, the first 10 to 12 laps I felt pure madness with everything we missed. All the action we didn't see, all the action we did see. Uh, had a couple onesie twosie incidents that didn't quite bring out the safety car.
Ooh, Brandon Gobes having an off there on the chicane.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate for him. If anybody's gonna like that, it's definitely gonna be Legs. But otherwise, I feel like this has been a great Barcelona race. So I could just only hope the real life F1 had half as much action as this one did. Good stuff.
It's gonna be, we're gonna look back on this race at some point in time, and we're gonna go, how in the world did we even keep up with everything that we were able to capture? And everybody's gonna have a good discussion after this race, and it's definitely gonna be looked upon. Definitely some reports coming out though. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Hernandez report to race for his Schumacher impression. Just banged into the side of the car.
Also, too, there's that contact with Marshcroft as well. If Marshcroft reports that, that would also be reviewed by stewards, that contact he had with him. I think it was on lap 1 where he tagged him and caused him to lose control of the car. So, Eric's position right now, it's solid, but I would say, could be tentative for a couple of our drivers here. But sometimes that's what comes with the action. You get some action, but unfortunately you get some unintentional contact as a result of it too.
As we are now counting down the laps here, Fox is going to take, at this point, unless something magically happens, Fox is going to win this race and take his first win of the season. And he's going to be absolutely ecstatic about this as he's chasing down Hernandez, or Joker, in the championship. The points between those two, Joker has 135 points, Kieran Fox with 122 points. So Kieran Fox is positioning himself, and he will do another safety car this season and end up, potentially having to give up the potential championship in order to safety car. That's just part of the duties and part of the sacrifice. But his driving here today has been absolutely amazing. He deserves this win here tonight. He's been working so hard. I know. When was his last win?
Oh my goodness, I think it was with the 2021 car, that's for sure. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, right? When you have to say that about Fox. It's like, when was his last win? I mean, you should check him out in our Monday league. He is like Lewis Hamilton in 2015. I mean, just crushing it. And yeah, he's definitely one of the most consistent drivers on the grid. He might not have the outright pace like a Slim or I would say Eric Durace, but he's got like this robot-like consistency with enough pace to just, at like races like this one, he never made a mistake, and it showed. I mean, he's got 12, 13 seconds on Eric.
Well, we are on the final lap. No battles to really report about. Xavier really closing down the gap, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think, unless Legs makes a huge mistake and lets that gap close. 1.3 seconds between the two. Eric Durace falling all the way down at the back. He was on pole position and had an awful, awful start. And now has made his way back up into P2. Unfortunately, taking some people out with him, but that will be settled in the reports chat. And Fox now coming down into the third sector.
Yeah, I see a couple back markers here, but they're pulling out of the way quickly, letting them by. Good on them. Uh, yeah, Eric, I know he's got a P2, but if I'm Eric, I'm not too thrilled about it.
It was a hard
This should have
race.
yeah, this was a heartbreaking P2. This should have been a W for Eric. Like, and he knows it. Eric absolutely knows it. Um, but I feel like the Eric old is coming back because his performance in qualifying was just absolutely outstanding.
Well, Fox, he crosses the line to win here in Spain, and he continues his march on here and trying to take a championship here. Eric DeRace, he'll take P2. Some good points for him. And Hernandez, after being gone last week, picks up a solid P3 performance here. And he wasn't even, I don't even think we could even considered this about 25 laps ago, watching that race for the top. But he'll take home a solid P3 and continue his championship lead. Elegance, the string of bad luck got him off the podium, but he ends up in the top 5 once again. William Neron, after also having a horrendous start, he comes home in P5. Brandon Gobes, who fought like crazy with Legs and Xavier, came out on top in that battle. He falls out of the top 5, but he comes home to P6. Legs now, he is going to come across the line now, and he takes home P7. Xavier in P8, and Froley, he comes through the chicane now into the final turn. He's the last man who's on this lap. Legs picking up a 5-second penalty, and Froley moves into P9. Nick Cameron in the P10. John in 11th. Marshcroft in the 12th. And Yardmeet finishes out the night in P13. Singh, Decora, and Warner are all our DNFs here this evening. Well, there's the race winner. It's going to be Kieran Fox, and what a race win for him. He deserved it. He drove with such talent tonight and dominated the competition. And then we head to next week, where it could get a little bit spicy.
Where are we going?
Next week, we're headed to the one and only, the crown jewel of them all, Monaco. So,
So, fun story about Monaco. I was originally going to be the safety car driver, but I made a trade with Rye, or only Rye on the Discord, because he needed, I think he was doing some stuff for his finals for college, so I stepped in for him, and I said, I'll do it, but you got to take Monaco. So, Rye, if you're listening to this, Godspeed.
Well, that is the story here tonight, folks. Sin Black Fox takes home a race victory here this season, and we're going to have a very tight battle as we head down into the final stretch of our season. Of course, join us here pretty much every night here at Apollo Racing Club for some great racing action. We have Codemasters Formula 1 on Sunday nights, Road to Glory on Monday nights, Tuesday nights is the F4 League, Wednesday nights, of course, ACF1, Thursday nights, IndyCar League, which Cricket is a part of. We don't have anything going on Friday nights. And then Saturdays, we'll be starting up our ACC GT3 season here shortly. So for Cricket and for everybody here at Apollo Racing Club, thank you so much for watching. And we hope to see you next week for Monaco.
Yeah, excited to watch it, and thanks to everybody. Have a great evening or morning, wherever you are in the world. Thanks so much for turning